Every man has two voices inside him, one that wants to conquer, create, and lead, and another that just wants pleasure. One builds empires, the other scrolls for girls. Lust is the most powerful drug on earth. It's destroyed kings, ruined geniuses, and turned strong men into slaves. You don't need a needle to be addicted, just a phone and zero self-control. Let me tell you something real. Mike Tyson, the youngest heavyweight champion in history, said after losing everything, "My biggest downfall was women and pleasure." He admitted he wasted his focus chasing lust instead of sharpening his power. A man who could knock out giants got knocked out by his own weakness. And it's not just him. Napoleon Hill, the guy who wrote Think and Grow Rich, studied hundreds of the most successful men in history. You know what he found? The most common reason men failed wasn't laziness. It was sexual energy with no control. He called it sexual transmutation, turning lust into drive. He said, when a man learns to channel that energy, he becomes unstoppable. Lust tricks you into thinking you're winning. It feels good in the moment, but it drains your fire. That energy you could use to build, train, create, gone. You're trading your power for 5 seconds of dopamine. Every time you chase lust, you're teaching your brain to crave pleasure instead of progress. You're literally rewiring your mind to avoid discipline, and the world profits off that. Billions are made keeping men weak, distracted, and addicted to pleasure. Here's the truth most won't say. If you can't control your lust, you'll never control your life. Because lust isn't just about sex, it's about impulse. It's the same impulse that makes you quit early, procrastinate, and waste your days. Control it, and you gain everything. Lose it, and you lose everything. Steve Jobs wasn't perfect, but he once said, "Focus is about saying no." He built one of the greatest companies on earth by learning to say no to distractions, noise, and lust for everything shiny. He knew that power isn't in chasing more, it's in mastering less. You think monks give up sex because they're weak? No. They give it up because they want to master themselves. They redirect that energy into creation, peace, and presence. You don't have to be celibate, but you do need to be in control. Because when you learn to command your urges, you command your world. Here's how you start winning this battle. 1. Cut the triggers. Delete the pages, the models, the accounts that feed your weakness. You're not missing out. You're breaking chains. 2. Channel that energy. When lust hits, move, train, work, write, build. Energy doesn't disappear, it transforms. Turn it into aggression toward your goals. 3. Delay gratification. Every time you resist temptation, you strengthen your discipline muscle, and discipline is what builds legacies. 4. Respect women. Don't worship them. When you see women as validation instead of equals, you lose power. Real men lead with purpose, not neediness. Look at history. Samson, strongest man in the Bible, destroyed by lust. Julius Caesar, conquered nations, ruined by obsession with Cleopatra. Countless kings and warriors fell the same way. But then there are the ones who conquered themselves. Warriors who turned lust into legacy. Think of Bruce Lee. Laser focus, monk-like control. Think of Kobe Bryant, obsessed with his craft, not pleasure. They use that energy to dominate. Lust will always whisper. It never leaves. But the man who learns to control it becomes dangerous. Because while everyone else is chasing bodies, you're chasing purpose. While they waste their energy, you're multiplying yours. Every time you say no to lust, you say yes to power. You reclaim your time, your clarity, your fire. You become calm, centered, unstoppable. Most men waste their life chasing pleasure. You'll build yours by mastering it. Because the man who conquers lust conquers himself.